better start practicing your creepy clown.
Adam, you would not dare. It's not even funny.
I hear my kids crying, which probably means they don't like their outfits.
I bet you they're clowns.
By the way, I have like a really good scare plan for Adam later.
Like say you're pregnant?
Mom, that's not even funny.
Well, that would be scary.
I would be scared.
Kids, everybody outside now.
I can't wait to see what you've done to my babies.
Brace yourself.
Here they come.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're invisible.
So much for the countdown.
0, -1,
Adam's
-2.
probably still getting dressed.
Come here, Lulu.
You guys show mommy. Are we astronauts?
I got a whole flight crew.
Are they scared of the
Bad
scarecrow?
idea for the scarecrow.
They don't want to come outside because...
Hey everybody, I'm Jackie Moran, and my family has gotten much bigger today. I am here with the Busby family from the cast of OutDaughtered on TLC. You guys, the new season premiere is coming up tonight, right?
Tonight, yes.
And I am so excited to have family in the studio. You guys, welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
I have to tell you, I feel like I'm like roped into your family. Just like, I'm so excited for everybody to watch the new season. I have to just ask, I mean, just seeing you here in New York, coming from Texas, what is life just like, even just like traveling here, to get here, to come to New York? Is everything just like ×6?
It is.
Yes.
Everything is ×6 plus the helpers you send with you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I want to do a little roll call, by the way, so everybody
sure.
can know who our family is here. So we, of course, have Adam and Danielle.
Yep.
We have our, could we call you Second Mama? Right,
Second
Blake?
Mama Blake.
Second Mama Blake, and then I'm going to see if we got it right. We've got Parker, right? Hazel, Ava,
Yep.
Riley, Olivia.
That's right.
All right, we got it, you guys. So we've got the whole gang here. And so tell me a little bit, Adam, I want to ask you first what life is like with all these girls in the house.
Oh man, it's non-stop for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just full of pink and bows and
Right.
baby dolls and princess dresses
Yes.
all day.
Has pink become your favorite color?
It's got to be.
Otherwise, we're in trouble, right? Right, Dad? So how much do they like rule the school for you? Like, how much do they run the house versus you running the house? How does that go?
I mean, it's just been, I mean, honestly, like
We're
pretty much-
OutDaughtered.
Yeah,
Yes,
everything kind of
exactly.
revolves
They run the
around
house.
them. So
Right, right.
they run it, and we're just making audibles as we go and just figuring it out. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's all we can do.
Blake, how much big sistering do you feel like you do on a daily basis?
I don't know.
All the time, huh?
All the time. Do you help them with everything? Do you help them with getting dressed and playing? And do you kind of feel like you're always helping the girls?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they come to you? Do any of you ever, you could tell us honestly, do any of you ever confuse them? Because I mean, they're all.
Just wait till you watch OutDaughtered this new season. See how many times baby over here gets them. It's a big thing.
Listen,
of it,
I don't
joke of
blame
us.
you. I don't blame you.
I mean, especially
Sometimes.
these two right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
The identicals,
They're
yeah.
The
like
identical,
almost
right.
impossible.
We got twins
Sometimes.
within the only,
Yes.
right, the first ever all-female quintuplets
In the
In the country, in
You're
the US.
seeing it right here, you guys.
Yeah.
So listen, I don't blame you. But now we left off last season in Hawaii, right? You starting your new company, doctor's visits. There's a lot to pick up on.
There is.
What
there
can
is.
we expect in the new season?
Oh man, this season it's just, I mean, at the beginning of every season, I mean, like we're like, man, what are we gonna do this season? But then like life just happens, and you know, it just life comes crashing
Did Riley
down,
make you a
and
beautiful picture?
yes,
Oh, let's see, guys.
see
You've
that?
seen the live
What
artwork
is it, Riley?
here.
yeah, it'll be on eBay later
It's a
today.
rainbow and it says Adam on it.
Very good.
Love it, Riley.
But yeah, I mean, there's been some interesting stuff that's happened with our house that we had to figure out through the season, and it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
You know, there's, you know, the stuff with, you know, our business and picking that up.
Andrews.
And
Yes.
then the girls, I mean, like, they're communicating so much, they're doing so much. they're just all kind of coming into their own personalities right now. And so it's like they're just trying to, you know, they're wrestling with each other and stuff, just trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have 6 different personalities, and they all want different things, and they all have different opinions about everything.
Yeah.
But it's been so cool just to watch it all unfold, because, you know, you have, you know, these 5 right here that communicate so much now, and they're starting to pretend, and so it's just so cool. Like,
Imagination's rolling. There's
you
so
know,
many good things at this age.
we could
that
just sit on the
we laugh
stairs and just
at.
listen to them up in the playroom, and just, I mean, they're just pretending, making up stories, role playing, playing teacher, mommy.
Right.
It's
But
so
I think
cute.
it's harder now than it used to be.
I was gonna say, like, as the stages are progressing, like, what has been the hardest so far?
You know, we always said it's never easier. It's just very different.
Yeah.
The hard phases change.
Yeah.
And right now, the challenge is we no longer have these kids that just listen to us. We now have 6 different opinions in the house that want to all over talk and have what they want, you know, personalities. And so the challenge is answering one at a time, and, you know, and they're all coming at you. But, I mean, they're teenagers too, so they're like, they want what they want, and they're, you know, they're all understanding like what they like, what they don't like the other one likes, and so it's just, it's the battle of who wins.
Yeah,
and it's usually not me.
I was gonna say, who
Hazel.
wins? Who's the most opinionated? Who's the strongest?
Who's the
like
boss out of the
minded?
group?
Yeah, who's the boss?
Who's the boss, right? Blake.
Blake's the boss. But
Danielle
who's
almost
the
gave her
boss
that.
out of these
Them.
gals? Raise your hand if you think you're the boss. I think Riley.
Who's
Riley,
the
you
boss?
need to be raising
I
both
just have
hands.
a sense. I could just sense by Riley was the first to introduce
She,
herself.
she
and
demands
She's
attention.
very social.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I love your little pink glasses, Hazel. They're so lovely.
you.
And I know you've documented obviously a lot about you left off at you have to go like all the way to Austin,
Yeah,
right?
like every few months.
To go check on
Her doctor moved to Austin, so we chose to stay with the same doctor. And
Yeah.
Austin is not that far from us. And
yeah, but that's an easy one. Just take all the girls to
we
Austin.
just love,
Yeah.
we love Austin.
Austin's awesome.
So tell us a little bit about it's nystagmus, right? Is kind of the so tell us the update there, how everything's going.
I mean, it's a condition. It's an involuntary eye movement, and it's something she was born with, and she'll have it the remainder of her life. I mean, there's no like official cure to it, but we know as she gets older that you know, she has had one eye surgery to adjust her kind of null point where her eyes shake the least.
Yeah.
And you know, it's inevitable that one day she'll have another one, and so we visit her eye doctors, you know, every couple months, and.
But you got
It's
good
always-
news, right? In
yeah.
It was like the last episode, right? That for now you had no surgery just yet, right?
Yep, that's right.
Cool. And so when you guys were all in Hawaii, how fun was that? They're like,
Y'all
that's a
remember
long
Hawaii?
time.
remembers
Who
Hawaii?
remembers Hawaii? Did you like Hawaii? Did you like it, Blake? Yeah. So you actually ran into some other casts from the TLC world, right? The roll-offs?
Yeah, that was actually our most recent trip to Hawaii. Danielle and I just went for some work stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, we met up with, we're in a group with Jeremy and Audrey.
Yes.
And a bunch of other couples, and we had a lot of fun with them. I got to
super
meet
great.
Jeremy's dad. He was there. Just honestly, it was just a coincidence, really.
Yeah. Is that true? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
And do you ever do play dates? Any?
The kids have
did
not
not,
gotten together.
Okay.
We got to meet Ember, and she's a
Super
little
cute.
sweetheart.
Yeah. What was that like?
I mean, it's just funny because like I feel like our kids were just that age, and now they're 4, and so you kind of miss that baby
Yeah.
where they don't really talk back to you.
Right.
But it was because obviously they brought Ember, and I mean we couldn't bring all the acquaintances whenever we were working.
Why not? It seems
And-
so easy.
Yeah, it's a little easier with just one.
Yes.
But it's a reminder of how like slow life was whenever we just had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And things are so much more different now.
Do you ever give other couples advice? How do you feel about that? Like parenting wise, do you ever give them advice? Do they give you advice?
I mean, there's
Not
definitely
unsolicited.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who ask us advice, obviously, because we have 6 kids, and how do you do this? How do you do that? And we are totally open to parenting advice on any level.
Yeah.
We just have to take that and say, how would we do that with 6?
Yeah.
And
Right.
so, anytime anybody wants to give me advice, I'm like, okay, I love that. So let me incorporate.
Yeah.
How would I do that?
How do
with
we
this and with
modify
this? We have
this?
to modify everything. And
Right.
We always say there's no handbook on raising quintuplets,
Yeah.
and so we do have to figure out a lot as we go. And you know, every day, every month, there's a new challenge. And
Yeah. Well, I'm giving you a lot of credit for even just holding this conversation right now because it's like amazing. It's like incredible. Do you remember a piece of advice that you got that you feel like really helped you guys, or something you would tell other people?
it's okay.
It's okay. You can play. We're in a playroom today in Us Weekly. I love it.
So a piece of
Advice-wise?
advice.
Yeah.
I mean, Mimi over here, back behind the cameras, she's always one to give advice because
Yeah.
she
had
obviously
twins.
she's my mom and she had twins, and
Yes,
so
you always
we're very
got a
close
mom.
in age, and so I loved all the advice with the potty training phase.
Yes.
That
Tell
was
me
the
about
best.
so the potty training phase with all these little bodies. How did that work out? You're through
It just was not fun.
Right.
It's like, let's try. I mean, Blake pretty much potty trained herself at an age, was like, let me do it. And so there was
Yeah.
no, like, it didn't really give me experience potty training because it was super easy.
Yeah.
But with them,
Blake was a
we've
pro.
gone rounds and different routines and like different games and different methods to try to get them to potty train. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw last season and even part of this season, like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. But are you guys fully? Where are we at now? Because we're
So, I mean, we were pretty much potty trained at the end of the last season,
yeah.
except for night.
Night training,
Because it brings in a whole nother set of challenges.
which you'll
with,
see this season with.
Yeah, because, you know, once you start thinking about it, you're like, oh no, because you have to, in the middle of the night, you have to give them access to the restrooms.
Right.
Which-
So what happens
which
when
you're
they wake up in
bringing
the middle of the night?
4-year-olds or 3.5-year-olds at the time access free reign of your house pretty much while you're asleep.
Right.
And so that brings in a whole nother list of challenges
Yeah.
and disasters
that this season,
that
too.
end up
Okay.
happening. So
That's coming up.
and you'll
Yep.
see it
That's
you'll
coming
see
up.
it all unfold on this season of OutDaughtered for sure.
Yeah. Now, as if this round
What are
of
you doing?
potty training and all this stuff is enough, you now added a new puppy to the group,
That's
right?
right.
So
Gotta meet
Yep.
another male in the house.
Yep, it's a boy.
I was
It's
going
a
to
boy.
say, is this
Yep.
does this fulfill the need for the boy? Would you dare try for a boy after all this?
I mean,
Still?
shop's closed, but
Shop's closed.
Yeah.
Officially, shop's
Yeah.
it
closed.
would be nice to have a little boy and, you know, carry on the Busby name here.
Yeah.
But there won't be any more children unless one day if God ever put in our hearts to adopt. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
but-
And I don't think we'll ever completely like shut the door on that.
Yeah.
It's something that we'll always stay open-minded to. But,
Thirsty?
you know, as far as like having children of our own, like her birthing any more children, no, that's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. So now we have. Is it Bo?
Bo.
Yep.
Okay.
What's your puppy's name,
Everybody,
Olivia?
tell me about. Is it
Bobo.
Riley.
Call him Bobo.
What are
Do
you
you
doing
love
down here?
Bobo? Do you like
Do you
having
love
a new
Bobo?
puppy?
What's
yeah.
Bobo doing
Quit,
right
quit.
now,
Tell
Riley?
us what. Yeah.
Lily and Charlie and Lily.
Do you want to hold this? I know you like to hold my.
Oh, that's
Tell
dangerous.
us about Bobo. Go ahead.
What's Bobo doing?
What's Bobo doing right now?
Lily and Charlie.
He's with Lily and Charlie.
And who is he?
Lily and Charlie.
Yeah.
Lily and Charlie. And he's playing with Momo.
Bobo and Momo. I feel like
Bobo
they need
and
like a book
Momo,
or a show.
guys.
Bobo and Momo.
Yes,
So Bo
seriously.
is our little Frenchie, our French bulldog, who's
Yes.
like 8 pounds.
So pretty.
And Momo is a 75-pound golden doodle. So
Oh my
it's
gosh.
like-
And they're like, oh, that's so,
So
cute.
cute.
So funny. So at least you have a little bit more male action in the house now. You get a little bit of a guy friend.
A little.
Can someone tell me how Bo has more Instagram followers than me? I'm just curious. He already has like his own account and
Yeah.
everything, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Amazing. Well, are you doing the marketing for
Yes.
Bo? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Tell us about how life is now. You started a new company. How is that like going for you?
Things are going really well.
Yeah.
You know, we've done some local business, but also, and you'll see this season on the show,
Yeah.
we pick up a very large account that turns into something a lot bigger. And so,
Really?
yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to watch now, guys. I got a little sneak peek myself, and I'm telling you, there's a lot going on, as you
There
could
is.
imagine. There's a lot going on right here in 5 minutes at Us Weekly. So, so now I do have to ask, romance-wise? I know, girls, cover your ears. Does
No,
date
it's okay.
night?
We know that.
Does
We
date
want them to
night-
know that we do.
Okay,
date
okay.
nights, yeah.
Does date night count as a thing
Yeah.
in life? Like, do we
It's
have
always,
date nights?
don't ever
No,
give
ma'am.
up on your date nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on the romance advice for families out there trying to kind of manage both?
Yeah.
It's all about a schedule, and you know, we hear, I think most from other couples is that we just don't have time. Well, we don't have time, we just make time. And
Yeah.
so that's the advice, is just find that day and make the time. And so we do a date night either a Friday or Saturday. Sometimes it happens to be in the week if we have something going on the weekend, but one night's family night on the weekends and the other night's date night. And so you can color.
Date night, I love it.
Yep.
And so, was it your birthday yesterday?
Yep.
It
Yesterday
was.
was my
Did you
birthday.
guys celebrate? Did you celebrate Dad's birthday yesterday in New York?
Hey, what do we?
What'd you guys do?
What do we do for Daddy's birthday?
On Good Morning America.
Oh, well then. They just went on Good Morning America.
Yeah, no big
nice
deal.
little birthday present.
We
Did you
sang
go out
happy
to eat?
birthday like 6 times.
Yeah.
And
Did you?
Yeah, it was
Aw.
fun.
Did you have a big cake? Any
Yes.
presents?
A couple of big
couple
cakes.
cakes.
Uh-huh.
Then we went to Serendipity.
Oh,
And
that's a good one.
we
Yeah.
all had that ice cream.
Yes.
I split a
And
big
how was
banana
that? Did you
split
like
with
the ice
girls.
cream at Serendipity, girls?
I don't think Riley ate any.
Yeah, I think she's still on a sugar high. Actually,
Oh.
apparently.
So so we have actually a fan question. Sharon wants to know, how did you sleep train 5 babies?
So that is a great question, and part of our benefit for the whole training with the kids was they were in the NICU for 3 months, and so
what
they
were
were
you
already
calling
on a
her?
routine
Amos
and schedule,
balloon?
and I'm all about
Okay,
schedule,
I'm gonna
routine,
draw her.
and
I'm
you
gonna
know, I
draw
had
her
Blake
first,
sleeping
okay?
10 hours a night at 10 weeks old, and
Right.
so that was kind of my challenge when they came home. 10 weeks with us, I want them sleeping 10 hours.
Yeah.
And it was different because there was 5, they were preemies, they had reflux, and so we had to work a little bit longer, but honestly it's just all based on a schedule.
Yeah.
And we follow the eat, play, sleep routine, and so not eat, sleep, play. So you feed them, you let them play, get tired, and then they want to fall asleep themselves. And that's what we did, and we hold tight to that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it just works amazing. It takes a little bit of time,
Yeah.
but just like any kind of new adjustment in the house. But
Yeah.
once you do it, these girls have never had an issue like, you know, you go to bed, it's bedtime. So,
Right. So they're good with going to bed? Like,
I mean, now they're 3-nagers and 4,
Right,
and so, you know, they like to jump, and they're more aware of their sharing their room and stuff
Yeah.
now, and you'll
What do you-
see some disasters, I'm
I
sure.
was going to say, what do you think is the biggest milestone change for this stage and 3-nagers and
the just the communication of
Yeah.
their independency, that they are understanding and that they can do something themselves, and if we say no,
Yeah.
they're going to try to still do it versus them just sitting there and not being able to get up and do anything, you know?
Right. All right, we have another fan question from Liz. Any advice from the Duggars or maybe Kate Goslin, K+8, right? Any
No,
other
we've
TLC
never-
family advice?
We've never really crossed paths or like had any kind of
With Kate.
with
no.
Kate, no, or the Duggars. We've
No.
met the Duggars.
We've met the Duggars a
some
few
of them
times.
a couple
for
times at
different
some
marketing
things.
with
Super
the network.
sweet, yeah.
very sweet family, very nice family. But as far as
always
like
kinda like
parenting
quick.
advice, no, it's usually
Yeah.
just quick exchanges, really.
Yeah.
Just like,
Hey, oh my God, how's
Right.
it going? They're so cute.
Yeah, just catching up, small talk, stuff like that.
little small talk
Yeah.
between the TLC fams.
Yeah.
Maybe you could start doing marketing for some of these other fams. Come on, I'm
There you
gonna
go.
hook up his business, you guys. Sarah, we have another fan question. Sarah, do you schedule everything when it comes to romance time? Sorry, guys, I want to make sure I get your
What
question
is
right.
everything?
Everything was in quotes like this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna let you
I mean-
interpret that
Beautiful,
one.
Ava.
Oh, let me see that one.
We schedule date nights.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we schedule date nights, and what happens at date nights happens at date nights.
Yeah.
So
We don't get
What
too
happens after-
we don't get too specific with what's on the schedule, but
Okay.
Riley's stepping all over my paper.
It's
Oh
okay.
boy.
Riley-
Okay,
Where
guys.
is
Well,
Riley?
I have to tell. I
Riley's
give
being
you
a
guys a
little
lot of
tornado.
credit because I feel like there's been no
They're alive
catastrophes.
today.
There's been a lot of apple juice and crayons. I think we're doing very well here.
Yeah.
I have to ask you. You're so fit too. I mean,
Thank you.
I don't know if it's just running around. I know you've obviously had, your cycle business and everything. But how do you find the time to work out? Do you schedule that in as well? Or?
Yep. I mean, I think working out has always been like a passion for both of us, and something we like. It's a stress relief. We enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely has had to change quite a bit since having a bunch of kids, and you know, the schedule of, oh, I'll go to work, I go work out. I'm not a morning person. He likes to work out more in the mornings, and so we've had to adjust, like, when do we work out? And a lot of my workouts now are, if I get to go to the gym, I'm all about it, but a lot of it is more home workouts and, you know, doing some cardio, obviously chasing kids, do the workout on the stairs, get some bands at home. So it's really just at home, and sometimes I can only knock out like sit-ups and push-ups for that, but that's kind of like my thing is I don't go a day without sit-ups and push-ups. So
Okay, don't go a day without sit-ups and push-ups, you guys. I love
even
it.
if you haven't made it and you're like, I just want to relax in the bathtub, just crank out some sit-ups and push-ups before you jump in the tub.
Right before,
Yeah,
exactly.
tub and shower is like what I do.
I always say that right before you do the shower, you know, just fit in that 5 minutes like you would a meal or something like that.
While you turn the bath on and the bath fills up, sit-ups and push-ups the whole time.
Right, exactly. So now I have to ask one last thing. Do you think ahead to like 6 weddings, six gals dating at the same time? Adam, does your head just swirl with that?
You do, but you can't stay there very long.
Yeah. What scares you the most, the dating or the weddings?
Probably the dating.
The dating.
Because, but I don't know. It's just we just try to enjoy these moments and with them, and just because you know this experience that we have with them is just so unique.
Yes.
And you know, and just enjoy the now. Because if you look too far in the future, it can get stressful and overwhelming and put you into like a state of mind that.
But we're already stressed out now, so.
Exactly. So just keep stressing and manage it in new ways, right?
So,
we like to take our days currently and focus on like the joy and stuff that we have now, and you know the future will come and.
Exactly. All right.
We'll
Well,
worry
can you
about
all
marriage
get
then.
together and say goodbye to everybody?
Hey,
Because
come here.
we're
Come
gonna
get
have
on the
to say
couch.
goodbye.
We're gonna tell everybody bye-bye.
And can we? Yes.
Come here, Hazel.
Come on. I know. I saw that little step there. Can we all get together and tell everybody that the new season of OutDaughtered premieres tonight at 9/8 Central on TLC? Can we all say tonight?
Say tonight.
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 In case you didn't hear it, that's tonight, you guys, on TLC at 9/8 Central. Thank you so much to the Busby family from
for having
OutDaughtered. If you want to hang out with them, all you have to do is put on the TV later, and they'll be there.
Yes,
all
we
of them,
will.
all 6. Well, no, 8.
8.
8 in total, and plus a lot more. And maybe me, because I feel like I'm part of the family now.
Hey,
all right,
come on.
you guys. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Can everyone
you.
say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
The kiss.
Bye.
Mwah.
Wave. Say bye-bye.